This morning, the White House is set to tell 10 states they will no longer have to follow the stringent No Child Left Behind law. The law is designed to help poor and minority students. It requires all students be proficient in reading and math by 2014. States that receive a waiver must have another plan to help students reach that goal.
In Syria this morning, government troops bombarded the rebellious city of Homs again. Activists say a week of attacks have killed hundreds of civilians. On Wednesday, the UN Secretary General accused Syria's government of appalling brutality.
Forward correspondent Clarissa Ward is on the front lines in Syria as rebels and their communities face the physical and the emotional toll of war.
This is a battle being fought by farmers and workers very close to home. Just outside of the city, fighters moved in on a checkpoint set up by the Syrian army to choke off rebel traffic. The attack began. First one, then many opened fire. The enemy remained hidden from view. "You are surrounded," the rebel leader called out to the Syrian soldiers. "Defect and join us." But there was no surrender, and the battle raged on. Many of the fighters were young and inexperienced, like Fuad Hashan, a 23-year-old mechanic. "Charge, charge," the men continued to shout. "God is great." They lobbed grenades at the enemy, but the bullets kept coming. Moments later, Hashan was hit. Under fire, the commander struggled to lift his limp body. Other men joined to help before beating a hasty retreat.
They tried to reclaim this checkpoint. They haven't been able to do it yet, and now there is a casualty. Someone has been hurt very badly. They're trying to take him to a hospital.
By the time they got him there, Hashan was dead. At the hospital, body after body was hurried up the stairs, the men weeping for their fallen brothers. "The honor of the Arabs is dead," this man said, and cursed President Assad. Crowds chanting, "The dead were carried home," where the women waited, wailing. "We will take revenge on you, Assad. We will kill you," this woman cried. They wept over the bodies and pierced the night air with their grief.
You can hear the chanting now. That is mourners reciting verses from the Quran. They will be doing that throughout the night. 4 people were killed in the fighting, and it's important to remember that this is a small city and a small community. Every person living on this street was either a relative of or grew up with one of the men who died. And what this really illustrates is that this is not just a community, but an entire country that is truly being devastated by this war. For CBS This Morning, Clarissa Ward, Syria.